So if I have a horse that's young and that doesn't really accept the contact, I don't do too much with them at the walk. But if you have an older horse that kind of accepts the contact, then doing some leg yields and stuff at the walk is a really good exercise. All right, hello everyone, I'm Amelia, this is Leo. Today I'm going to show you a few exercises that you can do with your horse in the walk. Be sure to give my channel a thumbs up and also check out in the description, I have a lot of other videos for you to watch. But it's really good to do some work at the walk because the walk is a gait that's not a lot of wear and tear on your horse, and we always want our horses to have a nice long career, to stay sound for as long as possible. If you have an older horse, a lot of walk can really help to get them warmed up if they're a little bit arthritic. So I like to do quite a bit with my horses at the walk before I start out. If you can do like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes of walking, that's ideal. So I'm just gonna go here at the walk with Mr. Leo. The first thing that you always want to start out with is just feeling the rhythm of the walk. So the walk is a 4-beat gait. In the walk, there's no moment of suspension. So there's always 3 feet on the ground, 1 foot is moving. And you really want to just think about your seat following the walk motion. So your seat, your hips, and your elbows need to just really be following the motion of your horse's walk. And that's really important if you lock up. So like if I lock my elbows and my seat, he's a good boy, he keeps walking. But if you lock up, it's going to have a big effect on your horse's walk. So you can see how he's no longer swinging through his top line. I always say that you want your horse to walk like a runway model. You want their hips and their back and everything to really be swinging and flowing. So that's always the first thing to start out with, is just focusing on the rhythm and finding your seat and your following elbows at the walk. Boy. Then the next thing that you can do is you can take up a little bit of contact. So this would be what would be like a free walk for a training or a first level test. It can be done on a long or a loose rein, and you can have your horse stretching as much down as possible. So like I always say, if your horse was grazing, if they're putting their head down between their knees, that would be the best. Good boy. So once you have the rhythm of the walk, next thing is to start taking up the contact. And then with this guy, I like to do quite a few leg yields in the walk just to get him warmed up. So right now I'm on the inside track. I'm going to close my left leg and ask him to move a few steps over. And then I'm just going to get back to following the rhythm of the walk. And then again, I'm going to turn. This time I'm going to turn up the center line. Keep connection on the outside rein. And leg yield. So the legs for the aids for the leg yield are inside leg and outside rein. So it would be now with my inside leg and keeping him straight in the outside rein. The leg yield is a really good exercise to work on suppleness and to get your horse kind of lifting and engaging in their back and thinking about listening to your leg aid. And I just repeat it a few times on each side. So I'm going to do it one more time. With this guy, when I go into the leg yield, he kind of wants to lean down on my hand. He gets just a little bit more stiff. Boy. And that's all just important to work out in the walk before you go on to the rest of your ride. Boy. Good boy. So now that I've done it a few times off of my left leg, I'm going to go and do it off of my right leg. Boy, if your horse starts to get like too claustrophobic or anxious about the leg yields, maybe go back to the free walk for a few laps or go up to the trot. So now I'm doing my leg yield off my right leg. So right leg to left rein connection, pushing him over, not curling, pushing him over. Good boy. Good. Again, turning up the center line. So you can see how as I'm just repeating the leg yields in the walk, he's getting more and more supple. He's accepting the contact better. Good boy. I'm making sure that I'm sitting on my right seat bone. You saw me kind of adjust my seat to the right there. Good boy. Good boy. And then a third exercise that you can do while you're just focusing on your walk, letting your horse have some time to warm up, is practice some walk-halt-walk transition. So ideally, when you go to the halt, you want your horse to stand square. You want your horse to accept the contact. Good. And walk forward again. Remember that if you're showing, you have two halts in every single test. Boy. And you can see how I need to practice these more with him, because when I go into the halt there, he kind of is like putting his head up, rooting a little, getting a little bit stuck in the contact. No, don't pull on me. Halt. Oh, boy. I need to practice a lot of these. The halts are a really good test of balance and connection with your horse. Good. Walk on. Asking him to bend a little in the corner. Good. Good. So at this point in my ride, I've been walking for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to go up to the trot and just get started with some trot work, some trot canter, trot transitions. Every horse I warm up a little bit differently based on that horse's needs. Some horses I warm up really long and low. Other horses I have in a little bit more of kind of a horizontal frame, like I have him right here. So it just depends. But the most important thing for your warm-up is just focusing on the rhythm, getting the relaxation and the suppleness, and it's a little bit different on every single horse.